Hello everyone, it's Tuesday. Just a couple things to talk about. First of all, I'd like to do a little bit of promotion for a friend of mine. His name is also Clay. I'm sure I've mentioned, my name. I just know my screen name on here is obviously Broken Lizard and Link, because if I ever mention that my name is Clay, at least I know Katie has. But his name is also Clay, and he has started his own videos. He's actually only done one so far. He started it last week. I'm waiting on another one, so Clay, if you're watching this, make another one. If you search him, it's Ewok, EWOK, 940, and I guess you can search that, or he'll be on my subscriptions. And last Saturday, I headed down to Austin. I had lunch with Katie, and that was neat. I was gonna stay at Katie's Saturday night because I needed a place to stay. I'll get why I was there to begin with. But her mom came down, and she was going to stay with her mom. And she sent me a text for that on Friday, but I was at our ranch, which has terrible phone service, so I didn't get the text until Saturday when I thought I was staying at her place. So I was kind of like, well, I guess I'm sleeping in my car. But I actually ended up staying with my cousin. But that was neat getting to see Katie. It's the first friend I've seen since I've come back to school back in January. But I was in Austin because I got a ticket to a special screening, an early screening of Will Ferrell's new movie, Semi-Pro. And Will Ferrell was actually there, and I got to meet Will Ferrell, which for me was really, really cool. I mean, I watched Will Ferrell for, since he was on Saturday Night Live when I was like in elementary school. But, what happened was they were about to show the movie. He came out and he talked a little bit, kind of introduced it. He was really funny. And then they showed the movie, which is also very funny. It's kind of different from other Will Ferrell movies like Anchorman or Talladega Nights or Blades of Glory and all of that other stuff because it's rated R, which kind of threw me off when you're just not used to it. Like seeing that kind of the Will Ferrell formula of him doing that kind of, the egotistical character and all that kind of silliness. And then clearly you're like, well, this is going to be rated R. So it was different, but it's very funny when it comes out next Friday on the 29th. Definitely go check it out. I think it's probably my favorite. I like it more than Blades of Glory, which I barely like. I like it more than Talladega Nights too. It's not Anchorman. It's not that kind of comedic awesomeness that I think that is, but it's very funny. So check it out. And then afterward he did a Q&A, and he answered one of my questions. I asked him if he had a favorite movie that he'd done, and he said Anchorman. He said because that was one that was hard to get made, and it was just kind of special to him, and so that was kind of cool that was his answer. And then someone else kind of asked if he could not do a movie, if there was one that he regretted, like if he would divorce a movie, and he said he would divorce Bewitched. Which I thought was funny. Also, something interesting is he said that someone asked, have you ever been offered a role that you turned down that you wish you had? And he said kind of, in that he was offered the part of Owen Wilson in Wedding Crashers. But he had turned it down because he said he thought he wasn't right for that character. Which I think is right. I don't think that isn't really a Will Ferrell character. It's not an incredibly funny character for one thing. Vince Vaughn's kind of the more funny one. So I'm glad that he didn't do it, and instead he played, I really don't remember his name, but the one that, Meatloaf! That guy.
That's right, girl.
But that was very neat. Then we all came down, like the whole audience. We all had to dress up like a Flint Tropics player, because that's, it's the basketball team in the movie. And so we all came down, and it was like a team photo, and it was all of us, there were a ton of people. And while everyone was kind of rushing to kind of get to where they'd be in the front of the picture, Will Ferrell was kind of off to the side, like putting some stuff down, and no one was kind of really going up to him. I was like, well, I'm not going to go up to Will Ferrell. So I did, and I remember it is kind of a blur because it was such a cool moment. I just kind of, I said, hey, can I shake your hand? I think he had just taken a sip of his Fiji water, and he kind of went, and kind of set some stuff down and shook my hand. I said, I don't even remember what I said. I said something along the lines of, it's awesome to meet you, or that it's great that you're here, thanks for coming. Something along those lines. And he was like, no, seriously. Then he looked at me and he says, thanks, really. I mean, and he kind of did this pat on the back kind of thing. And it was just It was just the coolest thing for me, and that's so silly. Like, but it was awesome, and that's kind of like one of my top moments of my life, getting to meet Will Ferrell. And yeah, and now the title of this is Fun Things and Not Fun Things. Something that's not fun is the last video, which I got rid of because I didn't like that video, but someone mentioned how Rocky Horror was going. And it was going well. We did a show at the end of January, again, last Thursday of every month, and it was a great show, very crowded. I couldn't believe how many people were there for a January show. I figured that'd be kind of empty. But we got all the cast members got a message today. Our kind of leader, the guy that directs the show. I know I'm doing this a lot for this video. Sorry. But our director, just the guy that kind of ran it, our head guy, was Jesus, and he sent out a message today saying that he was retiring. And the show's going to keep going. He's passing it on to two other guys that are in it that I'm friends with now. And but he said he's done, that he's kind of retiring, and so that's just, it kind of sucks. I mean, I've only been doing it since September, but he's a great guy, and I wish I'd gotten more time to kind of do the show with him. But he has a wife and a kid, and I guess he just needs to move on. So, but it kind of sucks. But that's kind of the sad news of the day. I'm sure it'll run sometime. I'm sure it'll run the same. I mean, not to diminish what he did. I'm just saying. I mean, he kind of started it. I think he created it a few years ago or whatever. But we go out there and we did, and that's pretty much it. So, but I'm excited. Our next show's next Thursday, and yeah. So I think that's about it. Remember, check out Clay's video. I was gonna say videos, but for now it's video. Ewok EWOK 940. So Clay, I hope to see a new video from you. I'm glad that you're doing it, and because me and Clay both kind of have the same situation, that we're very much without friends. We're really kind of alone kind of thing. And his video mentions some of that, so me and him are kind of on the same boat in that. So check him out. And I know this video is kind of long, but deal with it. You didn't have to watch it. Okay.